Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Make a Record. I'm Brandon Bieker. I'm from the band Electric Religious. I'm based in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And in this series, we've been going over all of the songs of my new record, Tragic Lover, which came out in September of 2021. We've just been going into the Logic sessions and having a listen at all the different tracks and some of the interesting production elements and talking about the lyrics and listening to the tones and all that kind of stuff. Let's dive in to our session here. Today is a 2-for-1. On the record, tracks 5 and 6 kind of, meld into one another a little bit. So I thought I would just tackle both of them in this extended version of Let's Make a Record. The first song that we're going to talk about is called Earth and Sky. It's sort of this psychedelic Pink Floyd inspired track, and here it is. Yeah, so we've already got some things going on. The guitar intro is particularly fun. It's got this nice natural feedback. Keys. Yeah, a nice like psychedelic 70s inspired loop there. Not necessarily a loop, but those two chords are you can jam to them all day long, at least I can. Some pads, some synths there. Let's bring in the drums and the bass. A funny note about this drum sound, I had this vision I guess it's not really a vision if you hear it in your head, but I really wanted this this quarter note or this eighth note, quarter note delay to happen on all of the hi-hats, but I just wanted it to just sound like the tip of the drumstick. We tried everything and this is what we came up with. So I'll just bring it back to the beginning of the verse. You can sort of hear the hi-hats bouncing around and a little bit of delay thrown on there, and really, really quite happy with it. Even though it's subtle, it's little movement like that sort of makes it sound really wobbly and washy, which I really love. Let's bring in the rest of the production and the vocals.
Promise me you'll stay if I reveal what I hide.
I sort of had the sound of, I wanted the sound of a French horn, and instead of getting a horn player into the studio, we came up with this sound. This is a conundrum a little bit. I'm not quite sure why this works, but I think it does. I think it's cool. The guitar. Let's see. I'll go guitar and bass here, but I'm doing like it's a B minor 11 to a C major 7, but the lead guitar is playing a B flat. It's just really strange. I don't know why it works, but it does. So let's check it out.
On the floor.
Definitely, you can hear the influence of Dark Side of the Moon on this song for sure. It's kind of like us and them sort of sound.
Love in my eyes.
Let's see what this production over here is. I see some spikes here. What is this? Okay, so just some throws. On this last chorus, everything comes in, whereas the first chorus, we built on that, the French horn part and the guitar solo, and then the chorus, the vocals come in the chorus. So there's 3 sort of sections in that first chorus as a whole, and then in the second chorus, I kind of just crammed everything into the same one. And there you have it, Earth and Sky. The song ends with this drony synth part and into the next song called Halfbreed. So let's check this drony part out. I just wanted it to go on for quite a while. to the point where it's like you were wondering if it was going to fade out or if the song was going to come back in. So I wanted that tension to build. Certainly wanted it to build. And the wobbles here and there, there's tiny fluctuations. So the bed of this, it's a guitar solo through and through. I wanted to just get as much emotion out as I could. I mean, the title in itself is heavy, and I just wanted this to be a heavy, emotive song or moment on the record. But this bed is really interesting. I find that I'm doing like this, you know, it's kind of just like the octaves, do-do-do-do-do-do-do, and it's pretty consistent. But over top of that, there's these, I call them jazz chords. They're the expensive ones. These, you know, there's 9s and 11s and all that kind of stuff just poking out here and there. And I use those to help inform kind of my solo a little bit, which you'll hear in a sec. All those little quiet things in the background are just a fairly clean but heavily affected guitar. Then we've got some pads, some production stuff. The production is actually pretty interesting. Kind of industrial noise there. Pads. And then yeah, let's hear this main guitar. It's a fuzzed out. The bias is a little gated, and so you get that sort of barky, battery dying sound. That's cool. Like, I think maybe I might have prepared something along those lines prior to going into the studio, but I can't remember exactly if the anyway, it's kind of cool. Steps outside there for a second. And I just find that it's like, it's almost a happy mistake, but the way that the production effects kind of come in, everything but the guitars, bass, and drums. Let's just check that out one more time. I just find that there's this little lift that happens right when it's starting to go outside, and I can't get enough of that. Okay, interesting. The classic Logic problem. That's okay, we were done anyways. But you can see at the end, or hear at the end there, it transitions from this minor sounding guitar solo, very blues pentatonic driven, with the bass kind of going, you know, flat 7-1, doo doo doo, kind of consistently throughout. And so it really doesn't say major or minor. It just says, you know, there's a flat 7. And so near the end, I just decided as I was tracking the solo to go major there. And I think it's, you know, it's a kind of a cool moment. It just shows that, you know, if there's dark, there's light, and, you know, that sort of contrast and everything. Well, there you go. That was Earth and Sky and Halfbreed, a double whammy for you. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Click the like button if you liked it. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And hit the bell, and you'll be notified when a new video comes out. Next week, we're going to be taking a look at Fading on the Vine.